Well, hey everybody, welcome on into my channel. My name is Cakerins, and we are getting ready to play Riven. So I just want to say something. Let me move my camera just a little bit out of the way, and we'll go like this. There we go. Riven. This is what we're playing. We're playing Riven. So I just need to tell you all a little bit about why I'm recording this. So my father, he was the one who showed me his book and all the notes he had taken and everything that he had done in playing the game. And I played it and I was just mesmerized. But I didn't play it in its fullness because I was only visiting him for the day and I didn't get a chance to play the whole thing. But then several years later, Riven came out. Now, back then, these were still point and click, still image games, but Riven had expanded upon Myst with better cinematic cutscenes, and they used real actors in many of the cutscenes for Gen and for Atris and things of that nature, and Catherine. They were all real actors, but it was still very limited, and it was such a unique. I don't know what's the best word to say. It was. The build up, the design, the framework for the game didn't lead to it being able to be remastered or redone easily. But they've managed to do it over at Cyan. And the reason why I'm recording this is because even though I've played this game, because I played it when I bought it, it was amazing. It was on like 5 discs, and as you went to different islands, you had to change the discs, and the graphics just blew me away. It was an amazing game. So I've played it, and I wanted to play this one. I'm recording this and playing it because as I'm beginning to play it, this is more than just a updated modern version of the game. It looks like they've completely changed it. It's completely changed it in the sense of like the puzzles and where you need to go to get things are completely different. So I've only done a few minutes of this game. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to do it for you. If you all are interested in this kind of game, the graphics are absolutely amazing. I know that we're playing Final Fantasy right now, but I'm going to record this and I'm going to see whether or not any of you have any interest in playing this game yourself. So join me on my journey. If you haven't done so, make sure you do subscribe and hit that notification bell. But I invite you to take a journey with me in an atmospheric puzzle game that is unlike any other, often duplicated or imitated, but never perfected as well as they did on this game. This is one of my favorite Myst genre games. So welcome on in. I'm ready to play, you're ready to watch, so let's go. Okay, here is our new game. Many ages, infinite truths, an old Dunny proverb. Dunny is the people that are created with these things called linking books.
I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid there's no time to explain. Most of what you'll need to know is in here.
I find this so fascinating, and I'll tell you why.
For reasons you
I'll
will
tell you why in just a little
I can't
bit.
send you to Riven with a way out, but I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny, but it's actually a one-person prison.
A one-person
It's the
prison.
only way to capture Gen.
Gen. It's the only way to capture Gen.
Here. Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book. She'll know how to signal me. There's a very good chance, if all this goes well, that you'll be returned to the place that you came from. again. Take care, my friend.
So, I love that little box he's got there. So what you're seeing here is, and I can't imagine never playing this and not knowing anything about Myst and being like, what is going on? Because, you know, we're in this weird room. We're just, you know, just here, nowhere else, but just here in this weird place. And we've got this book here. So linking books, they're able to like write into existence worlds that you can then visit by touching what's on the cover or the first page of this book, like that little video device. So that's what we're about to do, and I'm just thrilled. And by the way, this is the first PC game I'm recording that's on my PC, so I'm excited. All right, so let's take a look. We're gonna touch this, and it's gonna take us somewhere new. It's taken us into the world of Riven. Oh, still gives me chills to this day. Still gives me chills. Here we go, loading up. And what I was gonna tell you was that character that you saw, that animated character in the original game, it was a real actor. It was kind of like CGI, green screen type stuff. But now these are all actors. I mean, this is all computer generated graphics characters, and they're not, honestly, I gotta tell you, the world is great, but they didn't do the best job with these characters. They're kind of stiff. Almost sounds like he's saying listen up, but I know he's not. You guys see that little eyebrow lift up? Oh. Somebody's been hit with a poison dart. Oh dear. Oh dear. So right now we are trapped inside this place that we've been transported to. We're stuck in this gate. We're stuck in this little cage. So this game is all about solving puzzles, and ultimately we need to find our way. Now look at this dude. He looks like a little ninja, doesn't he? And he's gonna open this for us, and I honestly don't know why he jams that in there. It's not like we can use this thing to go back anywhere. And then he disappears. Now in the original game, we had like a book of things that we could read. I didn't even check to see if we have it, but here's the world we're in, and I know I can hit escape and I can look at the notebook, but the notebook is just pictures that you can take. This was one that I took when I was looking at something. We are going to delete this. Okay, so yeah, so there is no book. And the first thing I noticed when I came over here, I was like, wait a minute, this is different. Because this is kind of like end game stuff, but all of this is different. I'm like, whoa, all of this is different. Like this isn't part of the... So you can see we can click things, but the original one, it had like these 4 buttons that you clicked, and there was a release valve here and something, and it would go up and down, but now it's like I don't know what's gonna go. And we have this, but this just kind of like breaks off, and obviously it has, well, I thought it disappeared into nothing. I can zoom in a little bit. Okay, that's cool. But all of this stuff, so the original game was all point and click, and this game is 100% movable. Now, can I do anything with any of this? I know it's endgame stuff, but then we can come over here. I can run, that's great. And I can look over, look at that water. This is gorgeous. So yeah, so this is one of those games where you've been dropped off into a world and you don't know why, you don't know where you are, you don't know who's doing what. And I think in the original game, press tab on your satchel on your keyboard to oh, I've got a satchel. Tab. Oh my God, I have the satchel. Okay, let's read, because this is a book. All right, so I know this may sound boring to everybody, but we have to read this, because this is where we get the lore. This is where we... Whoa, wait a minute. What was that? Did you guys just see that? What was that thing? Wow, he just flew away from over here. That is so cool. Okay, let's open up our booklet here. All right, 87,610. So this has got to be, like, the dates. They held... Is there anything before this? Can I go backwards? No. Okay. What is happening? Okay, that was crazy. They held for more than 30 years, but the corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. Revisions to a Riven are completed. There are still a number of minor adjustments that need to be made, but the basic corrections are and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but thus far observed no change. It's possible I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my pre-notation and can find no discrepancy. I haven't slept in nearly 3 days, so it may be I'm just not seeing it. If the fault is with my foundational assumptions, however, perhaps after a short rest I will see something. Now that's true. I do know that even in playing these kind of games, you can play for hours and hours, and something that's right in front of your face, you just don't see it because your brain isn't functioning properly. I find that a fascinating psychological phenomenon, but it happens all the time. Success. It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clear. And although it's impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free at last to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. There's been no sign from her in all that time. I only hope that... No, I must assume she's all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I have never presumed to have such power. And yet, the future of those who live there have fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world. But the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he used to be. Right. Gotta rescue Catherine. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but given his history, I must hope that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake. A pattern that would no doubt continue were he ever to have escaped the confines of Riven. For more than 3 decades now, the universe has been safe from his corruptive influence because no one has been able to leave that ill-fated age. The last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the star fissure upon my return to Mist. Okay, so we're on Riven, and it says that no one has been able to leave, so we're going to be charged with the responsibility of capturing Gen and setting free Catherine to get her home, to Atris. That is our goal. Okay. That was our intention, to maroon my father on Riven by removing all the existing links to other worlds. And since the libraries containing the vast and intricate knowledge needed to construct linking books remained largely confined to the ruins of Dunny, he would be trapped there for the remainder of his lifetime, and effectively segregated from the countless other worlds that he would have invaded. This is what we achieved, but the way it fell was no one's ideal. And although the sting of it has gradually faded over the years, the deep pain of the responsibility for what actually came to pass has never left me. At the time, it all seemed so clear. Gen's destructive path could not be allowed to continue. But it was never my wish that the innocent inhabitants of Riven, who had already suffered so much, would be the ones to have to pay for it. Jeez! Okay, that's freaky. All right. But enough. To dwell on the past is to die in the present. The situation is not the same as it was then. The knowledge I've acquired since that time is yet to be factored into the equation. I think I have a solution for rescuing Catherine. Why it did not occur to me sooner, I do not know, unless the thought had been pushed out with the memory of my sons. A prison book. Many years ago, during a hunting expedition through the ruins of Dunning, I chanced upon a formula for the most unusual type of book. Unfortunately, as my father was then in the habit of confiscating my discoveries, I had to leave it behind. Years later, however, as part of my efforts to protect the vulnerable worlds linked to the books in my library, I was pleased to find I could still recall most of the formula, and with a little experimentation, quickly succeed in creating one of those devices. Now, this is interesting that this is kind of like bracketed off. The procedure is actually quite simple. By altering key lines of text, but slightly, a normal linking book's connection can be partially severed, such that anyone who attempts to use the book will be permanently trapped in the dark void of the link, unless someone else then uses the book, at which point that person becomes trapped and the first person displaced back into the world. The technique can be applied to books which have already been written, changes to the text being so slight that anyone who's unfamiliar with the code will be unable to detect them. If my father is indeed unchanged, what better bait could there be than a book that appeared to be a link back to Dunning? Trouble. My nightly analysis of the island's conditions has revealed that the tremors have started again. Yeah, go figure. I feel them right now. I feel the tremors. Shaking the whole book while I read it. The pattern, however, is new. The disturbances are the result of the changes I have made. This did not at first concern me. Tremors of this type were one of the possible side effects I'd anticipated during the initial phase of the island's readjustment. But in order to verify my assumptions, I recalculated incorporating the new data. The results were not what I expected. The damage to the understructure is more extensive than I'd realized. I can no longer go to Riven as planned. Catherine, forgive me. I must act while I have time. The signs are as yet barely visible, but there is no question that the island's deterioration is accelerating. Total collapse is imminent unless I can keep ahead of it, and that is becoming increasingly difficult to do. With every passing moment, I gain a clearer picture of the incredible chaos that my father's shortcuts have yielded. But it's a dismaying process. The complexity of the program is overwhelming. There's no good end to this. The last few days have convinced me that the collapse of Riven is inevitable, and that at best I can only strive to delay it and hope that at some point the island will become stable enough to risk a rescue attempt. I think I've come up with a way to subdue the tremors. It will require my exclusive attention for at least a month or two, so it may be necessary to just continue these journals for a while. That was on 87.7. This is 87.7.13. That's only a week later. Something truly... Oh, jeez. So this did not exist, as far as I know, in the original game. Something truly miraculous happened beyond all conceivable probability. Someone has found my lost, missed linking book and freed me from this prison. I immediately realized that this could be the solution to my dilemma, and I believe my mysterious benefactor is willing to assist me. The logistics of such a scheme are formidable, but the fact that it now may be possible for me to continue my repairs to Riven while also proceeding with my original intent to find Catherine has renewed my hopes. The last few days have left me a little time to work out the remaining problems with sending someone else to Riven, which apparently is me. It did occur to me, however, that if a way could be found to signal me once my father, and look, he scratched that off because he doesn't want to be affiliated to him. Gen had been captured, it would no longer be necessary to take a real linking book to Riven and thereby risk the possibility of inadvertently freeing him. The deteriorated state of the gateway image would seem to make the use of a visual signal impossible, but the picture remains a reliable indicator of Riven's condition nonetheless. I want to not have the book so I can look around and see if I can see rocks tumbling. By measuring and interpreting variations in the noise patterns, I still am able to observe basic changes that occur in the age. Even though I cannot see them, the problem is that my instruments can only detect changes that occur at a foundational level. And it seems unlikely that an individual will be able to effect such an elementary change from within the age. The idea may be foolish. Still, there is a known weakness that may be worth investigating. An unstable anomaly that appears as a rift between the two separate realms, a star fissure. But now, how this feature might be exploited, I cannot say. Sending someone to Riven also means that once signaled, I will have to leave my writing in order to take a real linking book there myself. Provided my father is safely out of the way, this should take little time. Assuming the island does not incur any serious damage during my absence, I should then be able to return to Kavir and hold it together long enough for Catherine to evacuate the remaining islanders. Predetermining a specific signal may simply be impossible, but I'm afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. Wait a minute, what? I'm afraid there can only be one answer to the question of whether or not I should send my friend to Riven with a way out. The potential for success will be greatly increased, and the possibility of disaster greatly diminished if the prison book is all that is taken there. My father is doubt expecting me to bring a linking book to Riven. May he not be disappointed. And that's it. Alright, what I was gonna show you, that was a lot, is there's a dude down here. There he is. There is the dude in and of himself. Okay. So now we get to explore. What is this? Well, that's something too. Okay. All right. Well, let's look around. So far, this is the beginning of the game, and that area over here is what I consider to be new. But then look at this. It is so cool to be able to have 360 degrees and look at all of this and see the areas, and oh, it is just, it's so cool looking. All right. So we come up here and press the escape button on, to open the menu. I do know that. I can do that. That's right here. That's how we do that. Okay. So when I can take pictures, and then we come into here, you got a button here. This button rotates this. Ominous music. And I've always said the music to this game is just so good. So we can look inside these things and we kind of get like a story of this whole Gen guy, right? So here we have somebody who looks almost like a spiritual figure. I don't know what's up with these guys with these knives. So we have that one. We have this one. All right, so this is Gen. Take X. You can take your photos throughout the menu. Yeah, I could probably take some of these photos if I really wanted to see them. So this is Gen, and it looks like that looks like a book and a dude that is falling into a fissure. This looks like somebody who's writing. Oh, I recognize some of that. You'll see some of that later in another section. All right. And we have this one. Oh, yeah, and this is Gen writing. Right. All right, and then here's the last one. Now, there was an achievement for looking at all of these, which I've already gotten. So, there's an achievement for... Let me just take a picture of this because this was the first one, and I didn't take a picture of it. All right. Very good. And you see them in the menu. All right, so we can push this to rotate some things. But before we go down there, down here, gosh, this looks so good. Down here is where I noticed another difference. So in the original game, remember, it was point and click and it would just be like slide still images. And you used to have to kind of like, you could take your cursor and down here it would change and you would go underneath. They've changed that now because now you've got a deadlock that looks like it's supposed to open, but then I noticed this. So this doesn't come out, but this does. And by doing that, we're gonna kind of like break the door. And now we can come up here. And when we come up here, we notice, oh, we can't do anything. We can look in here, which is pretty cool. But we can't get in. So, when we come down here, oh, look at that. That's new too. See how the water kind of like has a crack? Like you would have a crack in physical form, but it's a crack in water. It's really, really cool. Okay. Let's come up here. We can rotate this. So we're going to rotate this. So slow. You can come in here and you can look and you can see that there's another door. The door is moved, but that also has a gate that's locking it. And those are the only two doors we have. So I'm going to turn this one more time. Now, if I'm correct, this is still going to be blocked. Yes. So this is blocked. Right? And now the door's over there again. However, we can come down here, I believe. And now we can go in. And there we go. Now, this is still locked, though. I can't go anywhere. So, we're gonna continue to rotate. So I think what we need to do is get that door to get over to this thing. So we're gonna click this. I think I gotta click it twice for it to be able to get over to... Oh, okay. Yes, that door that I just had is now here. So we're gonna do this one more time. And now that door over there, entrance, should be down here. Oh, this game just looks so gorgeous. All right, and now this one is open. So we can come down here. Now this is the same as the last game, so this is something just for later, but we need to do it, so we might as well do it. So we can send the steam. Instead of the steam coming up and just exiting out, now the steam is going this way to power something, and we don't know what that's for. This is going to open up one of these gates, but we can't hear it at the moment. All right. Now I can still push this button, and it's still going to rotate them. Now I'll have to do this 2 times, I believe. So I just remember playing this game, just being so creeped out. And my brother-in-law used to, came over and he wanted to hear what it was like. And at the time, the computer that I had was a compact Presario with these big speakers on either side of the monitor. I mean, this is a long time ago. And just the music totally freaked him out. All right, so now this is the one that is open, and there's a handle here. This is going to unlock the other one. It's over there. But before we do anything, we've got like some stuff here. So it's like, what is this, right? What is this thing? So I'm gonna show you something that I found out that is total. That is just crazy. I'm gonna show you something. So even if you've played this game, I don't know if you've done this, and this is freaky. And I don't know if this is just a one-time thing with this one, but it's definitely freaky. So this one, we can click this at the right moment, and I think it's there. Well, I don't know if you have to do it at the right moment. This one does open, and I just want to show you something that happens that's crazy. So I know all about these things, right? But here's what this freaked me out, and this is not in the original game either. So this freaked me out. So I went in here, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And now it looks like I'm trapped, and I was like, oh no, oh no, did I just break the game? I'm stuck here. Did I just break the game? What just happened? And then I'm like, what's happening? Okay, this is new. This is not supposed to happen. And you come down here and you're like, what in the world what is this? And I got an achievement for this, and it said something like the Starry Expanse. I'm just like, what? What is that? This is just freaky. Freaky, freaky, freaky. All right, let's get out of here. And I have to tell you, after playing Abduction, this is very Abduction-ish when you get down to the trees. Oh, whoa, what is this? This is new. What is this? Excuse me? What am I doing? I have no idea. Oh, what is it? Shoot it out? I'm so confused. What do I do now? I don't know what I've done. What have I done? Is that supposed to, like, send it somewhere? I'm so confused. So like I said, I've played this game before, but this is night and day different. None of this has been in here. All right, so apparently if I just come in here, that'll lock up, and then I'll be able to get out of here. Okay, here we go. Isn't that creepy? So freaking creepy. Okay, no idea what that does. All right, so now we can come back over here, and we can. Oh, why don't we stay here? And we'll push this button. push this one more time. Okay. So, in the original game, I used to be like, okay, well that's all fun. Let's see what's over here now. So you would come over here, and when you came, this is so amazing, isn't it? I mean, it is a beautiful place. It's just very beautiful, but you know, still a prison. Now, when you come down here, there was supposed to be a room off to the left, but there is no room. So we have this door. And now we're in some weird throne room. Oh, it still gives me the chills. And you've got these, looks like a whale, and like maybe these are offerings of food to the whales. But we're like trapped. We can't get out. And they were supposed to be, look at this. This is like Gen. They're all bowing and worshiping Gen. So we're like, I was just like, where's the room? Where's the room? So I just kept on exploring. So if we come back over here, we rotate this again. We'll be able to do this twice and we'll be where I want to be with it. One more time. So I will say, playing Myst games like this, Riven specifically, patience is a skill that needs to be employed because things don't always... Are these like keys? I don't know. Okay. So I was like, all right, well, I guess let me come over here and just explore this because this is part of the world and I've never really done anything in here right away. But so now we've got this weird thing. Almost looks like some type of boiler or something. So and this is what I found out. So you guys are gonna crack up when you see this. But a couple things going on here. I can go over here. And you may say, well, there's not much going on here. And there's not. But I can come down here and look, that's where we started. So we kind of started over here. But we do have this. And this is what I was talking about. This used to be a side room on that hallway I was in. So this is kind of like a throne room maybe type thing. And so we've got these images here, and this is of the room I was just in. And this looks like a door somewhere. And then this is showing a bridge that looks like is going from one side to the other. So you can come over here and you can sit in here. And we can pull some of these. So if we pull this... Okay, so that top door must be the outside of that room. So now we've opened the door, so if we go back, we can go in and take a look. And I think this just like raises and lowers the... But I don't know why I would want that to be just pointed up and into the sky, so we're gonna put that back down. And then I think I push this to leave. Oh, no. What is going on? Hello, my people. Listen to me. right, well, I don't know what that did, but let's get out of here. All right. Now we can continue down this path. Because I'm just curious. So if we come over here, this is another one that's this can't be the one that we were just looking at, because it's like just pointed down off the road to nowhere. But then we have this little control thing. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. I did do this, and something terrifying happened. But even if I don't do what's terrifying, you can't do anything. You could probably, even if there is a way to come down this and come onto this is still up into the air, and this is the controlling mechanism. Watch what happens. And I got an achievement for this. Oopsie! Oopsie! I broke it. Oops.
Paul, he broke in my nose.
Okay, stop crying.
Anyways, I got an achievement for that. That was not part of the original game either. So many things that they've added here is crazy. Now, I can take you upstairs if you want, but I don't believe it takes us anywhere. I think, if I'm not mistaken, all of these doors, these are just like windows that look out, but you notice that they do have different symbols on them. And I don't know if that is indicative of anything yet. But if we really wanted to check this out, there is a book right here. But it's not doing anything. Does nothing. All right. So, anyways, now that we've opened up that door, let's go back. And as you can see now, it's open. So this is really, really cool. So this is kind of like what we're looking at. Again, there's where we were. But now we've got something absolutely fascinating. And when I saw this in the original game, it blew my mind. So we have this little button. This is a call button. And watch what's going to start coming from across over there. That is the thing that we saw a moment ago. And it's like a roller coaster ride. And again, remember what I told you about patience? You know, if you didn't know that was coming, you'd be like, okay, I pushed this button and nothing happened. And if you're just like looking around and looking around, suddenly you're going to hear noises and you're going to see this thing show up. So we come into here and, you know, we kind of like sit down. This is going to flip us around. So when you're playing Riven and it's all point and click and just still images, like slideshow-ish type, you know, thing, to have this happen, I was just like, what? And here we go. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Not only is this so cool, but This is also where it said, insert disc 2. So we were already at the end of disc 1. Well, it's not really the end of anything. It's just that that world we were on is its own disc. And now we're into a new world where there's a new disc. And I think this is Jungle Island. Now, in the original game back here, there was these little eyeballs that you could roll and they would make noises, but they're not here. And this is about as far as I got. And now I'm like, well, what's different? This wasn't here before. Like, what is this? Is this to like get water? Because as soon as I let go, this fills up and then it starts dripping over there. Like off the side, so that's interesting. I don't know what this is. Am I supposed to turn this? I have no idea. I don't know what that is. Okay. I don't know. So then we come up here. And we can go down or we can go up. Let's go down first. Now, I know that down here there's supposed to be some creatures and we're supposed to be a little bit slow, otherwise they'll run away. Look at, there they are. Look at that thing. So I can get closer to it if I just take my time. Look at these things, man. So, but this is a clue. This is something that we need to know about. Yeah, I don't know how. Look at those, like, teeth. I can't tell if those are, like, soft or, like, sharp. It looked like something that would be used for plankton or something. They just don't like me being here. I'm gonna try to keep them where they are. Okay, so we can come up here, I believe. Yep, they're still there. All right, so what's up here? They're still there. Okay. All right. We are now at the point where I haven't seen anything. I don't know where I am. What is this? What? What is that? That's not in the original game. Where am I? What is this crap? What is all this? So do these all have like... Yeah, I can spin that around too. So weird. And what is this? What is this? Why? What? Whoa, what are you? That's so bizarre. Okay, wait a minute, is that connected to this? It's like it goes into that. and then goes up all the way up there to that. That's so interesting. All right, so what's down here? All right, everybody, at this point, this is all brand new. All right, yeah, I do remember a lot of this. Oh, man. Those noises. What is that? Is that somebody floating around? Is that what? I know that there's an underwater thing that we get in, but usually it's not moving. Is somebody in there? Or is it just moving around? That's bizarre. Oh, I can't go anywhere here because pathway's blocked. But can I go down here? I mean, I know what I normally do in the game, but everything is different. So I'm anxious to find out where the puzzles are going to be so I know what the clues are going to be. Okay. That wasn't there in the original game either. This I can go nowhere. What are those? Are those like jellyfish? So bizarre. All right, what's down here? Oh, this is the schoolroom. I remember this. All right, this is where we start to learn numbers. So we have this. Oh, those look like the things that were on those things. I was like, what are these things? All right, so I think these are numbers. This looks like it represents something, because you can get a an idea of the numbers here, and I'm gonna have to get a notebook and write some of these things down. Because what we do here is, I think, do we pull this? And we gotta count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We know I have at least 9, and that's the image. So that right there, that thing, it looks like a square with a horizontal line in the middle, and then a little, kind of like it goes up 3/4 and then off to the right. So that is a 9. Oh, that's another 9. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a 6. So that's a square with an X in the middle. So I think as you start writing these down, we're going to start seeing the base patterns. I think this is still a base 10 number system. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 3. So we have the square, and this time it's a little greater than sign on the left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's actually 6. So and this is how the game ends. So this is just a cute little game, but we can use this to learn the number system. 2. So that's a 2. So the little circle versus a greater than sign is a 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. 5 is the horizontal line. Okay, I'm gonna guess that 1 is gonna be a box with a vertical line. Let's see what happens when we get that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, wait a minute. Was that 7? Yes, it was a 7 because that's the 5 and the 2 together. It's got the horizontal line for the 5 and then the little circle for the 2, and that those two combined make 5. Or 7. Those two, 5 and 2 make 7. 1, 2, 3. This is a 3. Okay. One. That's the 1, yes. So the vertical line is a 1. So we still need to figure out what 4. 8 is probably going to be the horizontal line for the 5, and then the X. So I'm going to guess that 5 then is that little up 3/4 and over. That's my guess. So let's see if we can get a 4 or an 8. That's a 2. It's a 1. 1. That's a 4. 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. That's the 4. And then, so then we know that the 8 is definitely going to be the horizontal line and then the greater than sign. I'll just see if we can find it, but... That's 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. It's 4. 4, 5. But that's the 8 right there. That is the 8 that I was talking about. All right, so we got them all. So we figured all of these out, which is great. So if we look at this again, we could say that this is the... This one right here is an 8. This is a 1. I don't know what that is. The circle is on the bottom. What does the circle on the bottom mean? This is a 5. This is a 3. This is a 6. I wonder if the circle... Oh! I wonder if the circle on the bottom would be 10. Like, it comes around again? I don't know. That's just going to be a guess. Alright. What do we have over here? Cannot read. Dunny. What is this?
Terekoi Danni, Kibayem Revat, Alroyem Be Tig Tavom, Gabodona Gayem.
Creepy.
Ram.
Creepy. All right. That's all we've got in here. That's fascinating, but we got the number system down now. But this is pretty much a dead end. So I guess we got to go back. Can't go there. It looks like we've got to go back this way, and then maybe we go back up and around. So let's go up here. What a little dude. Hey, little dudes. All right. We're going to scare these guys as we come down. Hey, guys. Oh, you don't care? Oh. Well, yeah, see, that noise is very important. All right, let's go this way. Now we're just going to keep going up. This is where we came from, right there, on the right. Let's come up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is that? All right, I'm gonna go a little slow here. All right, I do recognize all of this. And these noises. Look at all these little things. Oh, there's... Well, left is always right. I guess we should go left. What is that? Okay, that's not supposed to be there. What is that? Total collapse is imminent. Whoa. All right, well, left is always right. Let's go this way. All right, that is freaking me out. It's like a rip in a page. These look cool. Gosh, they're huge. All right, let's go this way. Where am I? Okay, I remember that, but I don't remember this. What is this? Can I open this? Oh, I do remember this. This is like another one, I think. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Alright, left is always right. Where's this taking me? What are you? Okay, I do remember this. Man, these things are freaky weird. There used to be a button here that you could switch to actually open this thing. I guess we can't do it from over here now. The noises that they have added to this are just phenomenal. All right, let's keep going. And then this is where we came from. So if we go this way this time, where does this take us? Go down, I can go up. Where? What? I don't think this was in the original game either. Where is this taking me? I don't remember this. Where am I? I do not remember this at all. So we have another one of these things. Oh, but the thing is missing. Interesting. I'm paying close attention to the sounds. Is that a thing? No? Okay. Alright, well, that was an interesting thing. Gotta figure that out. Yeah, they definitely really did add some. This is more than a remake. This is like, or a remastered, updated, whatever you want to call it. This thing is like, look at this. What am I hearing? Man, these noises. Okay. Oh, this is where I was. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Oh, look, and here's another one of these. This one is the circle. So do I need to look at my... Is there one that is just a circle? That would be this one, which would be number 1. I think. Yeah, so I think this is supposed to be like this. And that's number 1, I guess. And there's the minecart. Okay, before I take you guys on a minecart journey, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Because I thought there was 2 paths. Yeah, because I only went that way. I haven't done this yet. Ooh, we got more of this. Whoa. Whoa. Music is intense. Now we're at the lower end of this. These things are so weird. Do I hear people, babies crying? And I cannot do anything. Okay. Is that another thing? Oh, okay. Well then. I can't do anything. All right, let's go back. Thought for sure that I still could, get to doing what I wanted to get done, but make sure I didn't miss anything over here. It's the ways down. Oh, I guess I did both, didn't I? Yeah, I did do both. Yeah, because I went down there, and then this takes us back out here. All right. Well, we've got this wonderful little Minecraft right here. Can I get in? How do I get in? I'm supposed to do something? How do I get in? Oh, I don't get in. I stand on it. Okay. I would rather be in it, I think. I'm just saying. Whoa. Oh, we're underwater. Ah! That's loud. Whee! Again. All right. Okay. And now in the original game, we would like fall out. A tree falls, a page arises. Oh, I see. So we're not going to be plopped off. We've got to come down here. All right. So now we're in like the boiler area. But can I explore over here for a second? Is there anything over? Can I come up here? No. Okay. What is that? I do not know. All right. This is like a wood chipper type of a thing. Can I turn this thing on? The original game you could turn it on, but it doesn't look like there's anything to switch on or off. Interesting. Okay. So here's the boiler, and then this is the switch that we use, I believe, to direct the flow. Oh, there's that shaking again. So if I take this, can I do this, please? All right, we're gonna bring it all the way over here. Now, I don't think this does anything for us, but I remember this being something that we could turn on. Can I turn this on? At this? No, I don't want to be on here. Oh, that would act. Oh, what does this do? And that's why we don't want to be in there. Alright, so that most definitely does do power to that. Let's do power to this, whatever this thing is over here. Well, you can really hear these tremors, can't you? Alright. Now it's in the middle. Heading over to that. So this is the boiler. I wonder if this is the same. Because when we try to go in here, I think it's not going to let us. Any of these buttons? No? Alright. Interesting. So we've got a few things here. Right? Oh, this changes the direction of the flow. Right? This changes... Okay, that drains the water. And I think this raises the... Oh, maybe I need to redirect this way? And now this will... Yeah, provides power to that. Alright. Fascinating. Can I go in yet, though? No, I cannot. I don't think I can go in until I turn off the fire. Alright, so what happens if I bring this down? And then do this. Does that do something with the fire? No, that is still turned on. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out how to turn off the fire. And I... Oh, is this how you turn off the fire? Yes, indeed. Ah, okay. Oh, and that's got the water, and I can't do anything with the water. So, let's get rid of the water. Now, let me tell you why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I know, because I played this game before. Over here, you would think that you can go somewhere, but it's blocked. You can't go up there. And before I go over there, now that we've got this all done, let me switch that dial back over to the last one on the right, because that's going to be our final destination. Take this, bring it over there. All right. Now we can come inside here. Why? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I need power because that what powers the door. My bad. My bad. I was thinking that I could do this. Oh, you know what? Maybe after we open that hatch and we can just go in directly, then we won't need to use this anymore. Alright. What do you got, like sensors or something? You know who's around doing what? Alright. This was always a little creepy to me back in the day. Oh, we've got two directions we can go? Why do we have two? Or is this just... It's just a dead end? Oh, it is. How fascinating. I didn't even see that. Okay. I'm gonna take this slow because the original game, this was just like all dark and mysterious. This looks a little different now. I can probably go a little faster now. Okay. So we're gonna come over here. Ooh. Okay. Is this not where I'm supposed to be? Did I miss something? Or am I gonna go up and around? Oh, okay. That's different. I like this. Whoa. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay. This is different. Right, so now we're up here. So can I unlock this or something? There we go. So now I'll be able to go down there and do that. And can we open this? We can. Here's a secret thing about doors. If it's still there, it's a slick move. If it's not there, it's because they got complaints about it. Look at that. You close the doors and suddenly you've got these things, which we don't know too much about these yet. Oh, can I not open this? Oh, yes, I can. All right, so we have these again. Oh, and this one we don't have the thing. Okay. But we haven't figured those things out yet. And then... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what? No, where's the door? Oh, it's right here. Oh, I'm such a Nimrod. Okay, so we can come over here, but I think we need power. Oh, is this new? This is new? This is new. This is not normal. Yeah, this is not normal. I don't know what the heck this is. What is this? Am I supposed to be seeing something? Yeah, this is not part of the original game either. This music is great though. All right. So before I go down that path, I'm gonna go out here. And let me turn on the power. Oh, that music is weird, man. Now that I can do this, let's go down. Let's go down here. And let's turn this on. Where's that little grate that I was looking at? Up at. Oh, that's this grate. That's where I was. That's crazy. All right. That's the building I'm at, but then what is that down there? That's crazy. All right, let's go back. Walking and walking. Walking. All right, so now we can come up here. Did that do anything for... I feel like we're bringing power over here, but power for what is the question? It is so cool to be able to play the game again and not have it be just like replaying the game, but now it's in 3D. Kind of like how Real Mist. So is this lights? Oh, I can go this way. Oh my gosh, where am I? This is new. This is so new. What is this? What is this? Am I pumping out the water? Alright, this is totally new. I don't know what this is. this is new. This is, I don't know where. What is this music? This is so ominous. Am I supposed to put this somewhere? Do I put it there? Why? What is going on? What is all this? This is like an elevator? Can I come over here? Am I supposed to go up? Oh, that does this. Maybe I'm not supposed to go up with it. What does that do? Oh, wait a minute, maybe I do. Oh, I see what I do. I have to push this in there. Now I can do this. Interesting. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I heard that. Excuse me? That is the froggy. Hens of Fate. Hey, froggy. Alright, so we don't have to catch the frog anymore. That's fascinating. Now, can I open these doors? I can't? Okay, here we are. And we're in this building, and that was a different way to get there. And then I think we can open this one too, right? Yes. And I guess we can go somewhere else. All right, folks, this has been really, really fun. I think that we're going to bring this episode to a close right here. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for endeavoring, or is that the word I'm looking for? Well, anyways, thank you everybody for being here as I explore Riven. This is different. This is not the same game. There's elements of the past game, like that frog that was in there. In the original game, you had to catch the frog. And I don't know what we're doing with that big boulder that we got out. I mean, all of this stuff, so many new aspects to this game so far. And I have to say I'm loving every bit of it. So I hope you are too. I hope this is kind of like a fun little side game. It's not going to take too long. Maybe, gosh, I mean, this game can't have that many episodes to it. So, but let me know. Let me know if this is the kind of game that's up your alley. I mean, there's no fighting. There's it's problem solving. It's not strategy with RPG. So sometimes you feel like a game where you can just sit back and try to figure things out. This is the kind of game for you. So anyways, thanks for being here for me, and make sure you hit that notification bell and make sure you're subscribing if you want more of this content. And until next time, everybody, take care, everybody. Bye.